Hi everyone and welcome to this special TC TV and today TC is from TC to TC. It's from Thomas Cook to Travel Counsellors. We're going to talk about the journey that some people have come on in the last few weeks. It's been a very eventful few weeks, but it's not a new journey for lots of travel counsellors, and over the last 5 years 20% of the people that have joined Travel Counsellors have come from Thomas Cook. So we've got a lot of people who've been successful in coming into the business and in making a success of the next stage of their career when they have been affected by changes in the industry. So I've got to welcome onto the couch today a number of Thomas Cook ex-employees who are now with us at Travel Counsellors, which is Laura next to me, Sharon, Pam and Debbie. And I've also got Ben on the couch with us as well. Ben is one of our trainers. We're going to chat to Ben later on about the initial part of your journey. But starting with it, you had an eventful few weeks, almost 3 weeks now since the news broke. Could you just talk a little bit about sort of what happened, how you felt, and how it affected you in your personal lives over that time?
It was devastating.
Devastating.
Absolutely. It's been an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Ups and downs with everything. You've lost your family, really.
Yeah.
Your friends, your colleagues that you've worked with, and it was just like because it was so quick. We had no notice.
We were all shocked. We didn't expect it to happen.
Yeah, a lot of disbelief went on for a while that that couldn't have happened. Yeah. How has that happened? No answers for us. Finding out on social media or the news was not what we expected. Having customers saying that we're away in resort. Well, I've not had an email to say that I need to try and arrange another flight home. Well, we didn't have an email to say we haven't got a job.
Yeah.
So, it was, for us, the disheartened side of it, of not being thought of in that aspect, not even, the preparations to let every part of the company know. Yeah. So it was hard.
Yeah, I think we all felt let down.
Yeah.
And how long have you all worked at Thomas Cook? What was your career?
I was 29 years.
Wow.
Yes.
23 years.
23.
19.
Yeah, I was 5.
5. The young one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you probably average doing it quick there, but 15 years plus, or nearly 20 years average between you, and to find out without any real news, any information, I can imagine a massive.
It was business as normal right up until the shops were still open on the Sunday. Still taking bookings on the Saturday, so then to find out on the Sunday night that it'd all just gone, it was unbelievable.
Yeah. No, and you see businesses that have changed like that, but quite often in a controlled fashion where they decide to make redundancies, they then support you through that process and help you understand what impact it has on you. To have it where it's just overnight cut off, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
We had half an hour to go in the store to get your belongings and out.
Yeah, and that was more of you were watched while you were doing that as well. So then we felt like we were the ones that were in the wrong, that we'd done something, and we were all
just walk of shame coming out.
Yeah.
And I've spoken to a lot of people, that not just yourselves, but other Thomas Cook individuals who've engaged with us, and they've said it's actually your customers that you felt really bad about.
Yeah.
Yes,
100%.
yes. You feel like you've let them down.
Yeah.
They've just been left with nothing.
Yeah.
It's like waiting for the tour operators to get in touch with them because we didn't have their contact details.
Because from the Friday before we ceased trading on the Monday, we were being given, conference calls and stuff and being told everything will be all right, but reassure your customers, tell your customers that no matter what the outcome, you'll still be there to help them. So I was working throughout that whole weekend and I was reassuring everybody in the aspect, even if the worst did happen and we weren't getting paid, I would still be there at my desk, advising you and helping you where I could. To then on the Monday morning be completely devastated at the fact that they're all going to think that I've lied, and but that's what I was made aware that we could do, and that is what I wanted to do. Yeah. So I just tried to reach out to a lot of people on Facebook and say that I'm available to help. So that first full week, I spent near enough my whole days trying to help people where I could, and people were getting in touch with me that hadn't even booked with me. So I was helping them, letting them know what dates they'll be able to put claims in, whether it wasn't just a Thomas Cook package, that the holiday may still be there, and what route to go down if it was the case. And then towards the end of that week, the next weekend, my friend says to me, you really do need to start sorting your holidays out now. You really do start needing to think of another job and things like that, she said. So then I sat back and I thought, yeah, actually, she's right, yeah.
So that leads nicely on then. So because I feel that the values of Thomas Cook and Travel Counsellors are very aligned. Everyone is customer first, and we see that in the conversations when you all come in. But you had to think yourselves. So what was that next stage? What made you think, actually, what am I going to do next with my career? And how did you even get to think about Travel Counsellors?
I've got a lot of friends that from Thomas Cook that have been Travel Counsellors. I think the longest has been 10 years, 6 years, and then some that joined last year. went to work with them for the day, looked at how everything worked, went to one of the care events, which was absolutely amazing. And then me and Pam came to head office and were just blown away. And it was such an easy decision.
Yeah.
For me, it was 2002 I first looked at doing this, but circumstances didn't wasn't allowing me to do it. But then after the first 24 hours of feeling sort of down and everything, it was my customers that I suddenly thought, I need to do it for them, and that's what made me start thinking I was going to start looking at travel counsellors. Yeah.
And for me, it was, we had a WhatsApp group from our store that I was in before the collapse, and somebody had just posted a link on there from the Travel Counsellors, one of the care events. And I looked at it, didn't really pay much attention, and then a little bit later I thought, oh, what was that? So I went back, read onto it, and I thought, well, that sounds really good. So I asked on there if anybody's going, and there was originally a few of us. But throughout that night, it seemed to be that it was me that was interested the most. So I did my background research on the internet and everything, and looked at different people's travel counsellor Facebook pages and things like that. So by the next morning, obviously I still wasn't sleeping very well because of everything that had been going on, and I was really intrigued. So then I reached out on my Facebook, my personal Facebook, saying, have I got anybody that's a travel counsellor on my Facebook? And a few people tagged some people in, and a lovely lady, Emma Taylor, contacted me and asked for my number, and she called me and had a really nice conversation. I just thought, how is it possible that these people are just so nice and helpful? The following day I went to Emma's house. She showed me the systems, how everything worked, told me how great it was. She'd herself come from Thomas Cook as well, about 6 years ago, and she told me the only thing that she wished is that she'd done it sooner.
Yeah.
So I felt just so good then. Again, then went to the care event that I'd registered for, that we'd got sent on the group. And I was just so excited. I got in touch with Tom and was like, can I come sooner? Can I come to the head office sooner? Yeah. And so I come straight away, and obviously got on to the first training that we could get on, because I just thought right from the offset, that is what I wanted to do. Everything just felt right.
Yeah.
So it was everything that I put my all into, really.
Brilliant. And hopefully you felt from our point of view, we recognised the shock everyone had gone through, and the care events were there because everyone deals that in different ways, and hopefully it was appreciated.
It was put as us first. We were there from 10 to 3, and it was only about the last 45 minutes that was about actual travel counsellors. It was like, how are you? This is how you need to get yourself back out there.
Do a CV, do LinkedIn. It was all about how to help.
It was about us, which was amazing.
That's good. That's certainly how we tried to position it, so it's glad that everyone received it that way. And I think it's people go through that change curve at different pace. That was part of the conversation in there. You clearly went through it very quickly and made a decision and started training this week. So how's training been?
Fabulous.
We've got the best trainer.
We have got other trainers in this business who are just staring at you with daggers, but I do agree with you, to be fair. Ben is our best trainer.
Everybody needs a Ben in his life.
We're just having him at home to help us.
We need to take him.
It makes it easier to train when you've got 4 stalwart professionals, and it was very, very clear. I think Waz said at the beginning of the conversation about the fact that TC to TC isn't that difficult, because one of the things that really comes across is the customer is your sole focus.
Yes.
We've almost rushed through the pace of this week, because yesterday they were so eager to get back onto the phone to their customer and just reassure them that they're there and available for them. So that's been really, really nice. But it's easy to train when you've got some 4 people who come in and they already have our ethics at the heart of everything they're doing. They're putting their loyalty to their customer and the care to their customer as their absolute number 1 priority. So they've been a dream all week.
Fantastic. And we also started with a Disney off.
Oh yeah, 2 super Disney fans.
With everything, earrings, cufflinks. Bags, there we go, Disney cufflinks.
Full Disney, through and through.
Tattoos started coming out. We had to stop them at some point, didn't know how that was going to go. And how have you felt with the systems that you're now using at
We love
them. Amazing.
Love them. Brilliant. Yeah. Compared to what we were working with, you can't believe what you can do at your fingertips without having to keep calling somebody to put it together, wait for the quote to come through, and you can do twin centre, multi-centre there, and the facilities on Phoenix are just so good. All the bed banks and everything that pulls through all together, and it's just
there's so many more supplies that we can use, which we weren't able to do with Thomas Cook. So we were
and the intranet as well. you don't know something, type it in the search bar on the internet and it'll come straight up.
Yes.
You know, it's just there's no searching around.
Yeah.
I think the system was the first one where we got a big wow. You know what I mean? It's really, really nice. And I know we have our internal TCTV that we do on Wednesday, and Steve went over a few things that we've got in the pipeline to improve. And like a lot of you were going like, really? Because we think it's fabulous. And it was just really nice. Well, we're making that better. We're constantly evolving and we're constantly improving. So again, you've seen some of the things that have come in. You've seen the new transfer system that's coming and so on. So you even had a bit of a peek into the future as well with updates. But they've been really impressed. I think we were really impressed and with the pricing that you guys
Definitely amazing.
Yeah,
really good.
Much competitive. So you actually launched your businesses yesterday.
We did.
So you're all now business owners.
Yes.
And responsible for your future and looking after your own future. How's that gone since you launched yesterday and your customers' reactions?
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
Literally. My phone's been ringing today.
Yeah.
Emails I've had, Facebook recommendations.
Yeah, I've had reviews. I've had a few reviews on my Facebook page from previous customers, messages. I mean, I know it probably won't always be this way, but still, 10:30 last night, I'm still finding things to put on and getting my Facebook out there. I did my first vlog.
Oh, wow. Someone's vlogging already.
I don't even like FaceTime, so that wasn't me. But actually, I felt really, because I feel so confident with the way everything's gone, and now everybody makes you feel just so good and that you can do it. I just thought now's the time when I'm feeling like I can. Let's get in there and get out to everybody and get the face of my page and who I am out there to show everybody.
Yeah, and as much as your customers were walking into Thomas Cook, they were walking to speak to you
Yes,
in many cases. So to see you out there, see your face, your name, your expertise in travel is exactly what they want, and you'll support them as well now as you did when you were at Thomas Cook.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah,
Even more
fantastic.
so because we've got that personal
We've got the
touch now.
time. We've got the time, and we can do it our way without the pressure of moving on to the next customer, or this needs to be done, or getting pulled in the back saying, oh, you can't, you shouldn't be doing that, whatever. It's not, it's going to be our way, at our pace, with being able to give our customers that attention. I have a lot of Florida Disney bookings, and for my customers, which is why I have had the repeat business from every time like the dining plan goes on sale or something, because I will spend the time and book people's fast passes and the dining reservations and help them with their itinerary and stuff. And they didn't like that. You haven't got time for that. We've got this, that and the other to do. And whereas now, actually, I can do that and I want to do that.
Yeah.
That makes the whole experience.
Our whole model is give the customer the best experience you can possibly give them, because they'll come back to you time and time again, and they refer you to other people as well.
Definitely.
And that's how you'll build your businesses.
Yeah.
So it's great. And that's where I just think the philosophies of how you approach the business is exactly how we want people to approach it, which is fantastic. We talked a little bit earlier on about the fact that you've also met people from ex-Thomas Cooks and travel. So you've seen people around that you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really exciting,
Yeah, and you felt that they'll give you support as you start your businesses. And
Definitely.
yeah.
And yesterday we had people reaching out that are on more courses coming up.
Right, okay.
From Thomas Cook and asking. I've had about 3 people since we went live yesterday get in touch with me that I didn't know, that said, oh, we're coming over from Thomas Cook, like 21st is the training and stuff, and how has it been, because of obviously this week's been a bit of a mix-up for everybody as well. So people have probably had a second thought and stuff like that. But no, there's still a lot of people out there that know that it's definitely the right way to go.
Right.
And it's the only way forward. But there's a lot of excited people out there to come and join the company as well.
That's good. And I do think from our point of view, it's about considering your future and what is right for you. There's lots going on at the minute. There's lots of people offering new roles and new opportunities, whether in the industry or out of the industry. I would only advise consider what your future can be, and it doesn't have to be here, but just sometimes every event has a silver lining, and the fact that what happened 3 weeks ago gives you all a chance to think about what's the next phase of my life, whatever that happens.
Yeah, we've spoke a lot this week about the accelerated process of getting to this point, and the fact of Sharon, you mentioned, was it 2000 and when was it?
2002.
2002. Sorry, yeah.
And again, you needed this little push.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You probably, you almost definitely wouldn't be sat here now if it wasn't for it. But again, because you didn't know what was out there, do you know what I mean? You hadn't necessarily put the
didn't
feelers
need
out
to
there.
look before.
No.
Exactly. And you've seen.
It was a comfort blanket
got pulled out, and it made all 4 of us have took that step back and be able to look at the bigger picture, and to see where things could be in the future. I mean, none of us are under the illusion that it's going to be easy. We know that it's not going to be easy. We know that we've got to put our all into it. You know, you get out what you put in. And we all know, and we're all willing, and we're all there. We've got a little group set up where, you know, if we need to ask a question and maybe we feel like we don't need to ring help desk, we'll just ask each other first.
Sure.
And then if we're all a bit like, not sure, then we can, no, help desk is there.
You come to us, but you'll find your... Ben will be in that group as well, but you'll also find your community within Travel Counsel will extend as well. So the 1,200 Travel Counsellors, you know, the ones that are ex-Thames Cook have already reached out to you, you'll put you in a group with them as well, and you can ask them questions.
And it's going to be, we can meet up and work together some days or go out for lunch, so it's not the fact that you're not just confined to your home or wherever you're working. There's still so much out there going on and still many opportunities that you're not going to be on your own.
Yeah. And you know, many industries see Travel Counsellors as a home working business. We have a lot of people who do work from home success. We also have people who work from businesses, from offices, and set up their structures differently. When you came to here in our support centre, does it feel like a home working business? Is that the impression you had of a home working business?
Definitely not.
No, definitely
Not at all.
Just pleasure.
Yes, everybody's so friendly. Really friendly.
We've been asking to stay for another week.
Yes.
We actually asked Ben, can we help train your group with you next week? Can we just be sat behind you and we'll be there and we'll just have a little input.
We certainly want to build a community of people that are coming through the same experience that can support each other. So I think even if you're not here in the Venus building, then you can certainly help support the other people.
Yeah, definitely.
The next few weeks. That's brilliant. So after eventful 3 weeks and where you've got to now, I'm going to ask you one thing. What's the advice you'd give to other people that might be out there still thinking about their next opportunities? What's the one piece of advice you'd give?
Don't take the easy option and slip back into Hayes. That is the easy option. Just come and see for yourself. Just come and visit head office and make that decision.
Do what we did. Take a step back. Look at it from an outsider's point of view. Think of the future. Think of what the future could be if you went back. It's not going to ever be what people had before. It's not going to be that exact way you worked before. I think that's what a lot of people are thinking. They miss the way everything was, and because it's changed, nobody likes change a lot of the time. It's not going to be like that. So just take away that comfort blanket, take a step back, have a look and see the bigger picture, see where you could be.
Again
you know, do you want to still be in another 20 years moaning you've got no savings on a not very well paid job for a lot of hard work? Or do you want to be running a successful business that you own, that you can have that pride and say to people, yeah, this is my business, look what I've made. You know, and have yourself out there and potentially be a lot bigger than what you could have ever been.
Yeah, you certainly get the personal rewards from the effort you put in from being a travel counsellor. So thank you for that. Thank everyone for watching. I think a great piece of advice, and it's exactly what we say, just take this opportunity to consider your future, consider your options. It may be Travel Counsellors is that option, it may be something else, but make sure that you take that time to think about it and come and see us. Our recruiters are available and you can speak to them. Go onto our website and see any of the details about the courses that we do, and I'm sure if you reach out to other Thomas Cook individuals, we've got people that are coming seeing us, you guys would be available to speak to people as well. They'll all help you on that next phase of your journey, and whatever that next step of your journey is, I wish you all the best in it and all the best for the future, and thanks very much for watching.